This week, right here on Charger Bulletin News, a new commuter space on campus, Charger sports continue to dominate, and the 2024 election results are in, right here on Charger Bulletin News. Welcome back to another live episode of Charger Bulletin News. I'm Michael Crowley.
And I'm Hayden Leach. Let's jump right into this week's stories.
November marked the start of the Native American History Month. The Myatt Center for Diversity and Inclusion hosted the annual flag raising last Friday morning outside the German Club. November has been a designated time to honor Native American history since 1990. We use this time to celebrate the culture and achievements of our country's original inhabitants while acknowledging the challenges they have to face along the way and continue to face today. There will be a number of events being hosted for the Charger community to celebrate throughout this month. The next one being the Pequot Museum trip in Mashantucket tomorrow from 10:30 to 5. On November 13th, there will be a celebration in the first floor lounge of the Winchester Hall, hosted by the Winchester Hall's RAs at 7:30. And on November 20th at 8:30, there will be a Given Thanks potluck dinner hosted by the Black Student Union, NAACF, and the Myatt Center in the Alumni Lounge. To finish off the month, the Myatt Center will be hosting a Native American art showcase, also in the Alumni Lounge, on November 25th from 3 to 5 p.m. The Myatt Center will be also celebrating their 8-year anniversary this month on November 14th in the Alumni Lounge from 4 to 6 p.m. Keep an eye on your university email and social media for more events that will be taking place to honor Native American Heritage Month. For more information regarding specific events, check out your Charger connection or reach out to the Myatt Center at cdi@newhaven.edu.
Are you looking for a job opportunity on campus? The Residential Hall Association has a position available. They are currently searching for a student employee to fill their vacant Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion chair. If this sounds like an opportunity for you, the responsibilities of the DIE chair includes identifying areas of improvement for subsequent training on diversity and inclusion for e-board and general membership, understanding the fundamental training and researching, developing and distributing information on practices that promote inclusion to e-board members, and continuously updating the Residential Hall Association policies to reflect diverse opportunities that acknowledge, affirm, and celebrate differences. Interested? Check Handshake for the job listing or reach out to ResLife Student Employment at newhaven.edu with any additional questions about the position. Good luck to all applying. Now, let's head over to Will to see what we may have missed in this week in the world of sports.
Welcome back to the Charger Sports Report. I'm Will Whalen, and we have quite a bit to cover today. Let's jump right into it. Former Charger football head coach Darren Rizzi is set to take over the NFL team, the New Orleans Saints, as their interim head coach. Rizzi began coaching the Chargers in 1994 as the defensive coordinator, then climbed his way through the ranks where he eventually took over the program in 1999. After leaving New Haven, he got his start on the NFL sidelines, coaching the Miami Dolphins for 10 years before transitioning to the Saints in 2019. Rizzi will be replacing former head coach of the Saints, Dennis Allen, who was recently let go by the organization. Rizzi will debut as the Saints head coach during Week 10 of the NFL season, this Sunday the 10th, in their game against the Atlanta Falcons. This weekend in Charger football, they took home a big win against Post University with a 51-7 sweep. A slow start for the Chargers, New Haven's offense battled back to come out on top over the Eagles. The Chargers held the Eagles at only 177 passing yards. Justin Fielder was named a Velo Airlines Player of the Game after finishing the game with 160 running yards and 2 touchdowns. This Saturday the 9th, the Chargers will go head-to-head against St. Anselm for an NE10 game at St. Anselm's home turf in Manchester, New Hampshire. Ready for the next home game? Charger football will return back to Delacamera in 2 weeks for their senior night game and last regular season game before divisional start. In the news of women's field hockey, 2 decorated seniors, Abby Nixon and Kelly Jacobson, both secured NE10 conference honors. Nixon was awarded all-conference third team as her stick began to get hot towards the end of the season. Being a main scorer for the Chargers, Nixon has the second most points in the team for this season. Jacobson secured her position in the all-conference second team as she played a crucial role in the penalty corner offense. Women's field hockey officially closed out their season with a 7-6 record in the conference, finishing 7th overall out of the 14 teams. In the final regular season home match, the women's soccer team clinched a draw against the St. Anselm Hawks. The entire game was high pressure and ended in a 0-0 tie. Junior goalkeeper Caitlin Daly finished off the game with 5 total saves. The second half was filled with pressure on both sides, but ultimately remained scoreless until time ran out. Yesterday, women's soccer played their last regular season game against our crosstown rivals, the Southern Connecticut State Owls. Women's soccer team will move on to their NE10 championship quarterfinal on November 10th. All of the information is currently waiting to be released. We wish good luck to the women's soccer team as they continue their competitive season. This upcoming weekend, all fall sports have fierce competition, home and away. Make sure to show some support. For schedules and updates on Charger athletics, make sure to check out newhavenchargers.com. I'm Will Whalen, and this has been your Charger Sports Report. Let's head over to Paris to see what updates she has for us in the world of entertainment.
Welcome back to Entertainment. I'm Paris Taylor, and we have lots of updates for you. Let's get started. It's time! Every year on November 1st, Mariah Carey officially starts to defrost, kicking the Christmas season off with a memorable start. For this year's video, we watched Carey throwing out her Halloween costume for a bright red Christmas suit, followed by her iconic "It's Time" line. Fans have eagerly watched the clock throughout October for this video, and its impressive quality has left many astonished. The entire fandom is abuzz, noting the clear annual increase in the budget. Does the Christmas season really start if Mariah Carey hasn't defrosted? Not really. Mariah's video was indeed a gift for all those ready for the Christmas season. Famous musician and producer Quincy Jones passed away this past Sunday at 91 years old. Quincy worked with a number of some of the most famous artists of all time, including Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, and many more. Quincy is best known for his work with Michael Jackson producing his iconic hit, Thriller. Quincy also worked with Sinatra on his Fly Me to the Moon. Jones's successful career spanned 75 years, in which he won a whopping 28 Grammy Awards. According to BBC, Jones's publicist, Arnold Robinson, said he passed away peacefully Sunday at his home in Bel Air. A hard loss for the music industry, but his work will live on forever. If you're an Olivia Rodrigo fan, you're in luck. The Guts World Tour is officially out on Netflix. Rodrigo embarked on her world tour beginning in April of this year, with it concluding in October. In an interview with Pitchfork, the singer stated, quote, "I am so excited to share the Guts World Tour with my fans." For those of who didn't get a chance to rock out in person, now you can have the best seats in the house. And to the fans who cheered, screamed, and danced with me, I am so glad we get to do it all over again, end quote. The tour's sold-out Los Angeles stop can now be watched on repeat as of October 29th, only on Netflix. Margot Robbie, Hollywood's favorite leading lady, has just stepped into a new exciting role, motherhood. Margot and her husband, Tom Ackley, recently welcomed their first child, a baby boy. Since her breakout roles in The Wolf of Wall Street and I, Tonya, Margot captured our hearts with her talent, charm, and kindness. And while we're used to seeing her shine on screen, now she'll be taking on the role of mom, offering cuddles, lullabies, and probably a few mini Barbie-themed onesies. Close friends shared that Margot and Tom are already diving into the joys of new parenthood. Though they've kept things private, like the baby's name, it is clear they're thrilled about the new adventure. After all, Tom and Margot's journey from movie set to family life is the perfect Hollywood love story. Last Thursday, famous rapper Jeffrey Williams, better known as Young Thug, was released from custody after spending over 900 days in jail. Young Thug was jailed in May of 2022 on charges associated with alleged street gang Young Slime Life, better known as YSL. Members of YSL, including Thug, were accused of committing violent illegal acts such as murder, armed robbery, drug dealing, and carjacking. Thug will be serving a strict 15-year probation as it was a part of the non-negotiated plea agreement. One special detail of his plea includes that he must stay away from the metro Atlanta area for the first 10 years of his probation, with exceptions for weddings, funerals, graduations, or serious illness of an immediate family member. Many of Young Thug's friends in the industry took to social media to welcome him back. Metro Boomin shared a couple of photos on his Instagram story with Travis Scott, and they did the same, captioning, "Brother on the way home." What do you think of Young Thug's recent release? Feeling nostalgic? The start of this month, Fortnite released their highly anticipated Fortnite Remix Chapter 2. This update to the game brings Chapter 2 Season 2 back, arguably one of the best seasons Fortnite has ever released, but it returns with a twist. Back when Chapter 2 Season 2 released in February of 2020, the season included a new map with brand new weapons and NPCs that roamed the map. That same concept is back. However, some new characters have entered the island. During the announcement of this new season, Fortnite teased some new collabs that are to come during the season's month. The iconic rappers Snoop Dogg, Ice Spice, Eminem, and even Juice WRLD were shown in the trailer. The season has been out for a few days now, and if you haven't played it yet, make sure to check it out. That's all for entertainment. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Paris Taylor. We'll have more updates for you next week. Let's head back to the desk with Michael.
Lots going on in the world of entertainment. Let's pivot over to student life to see what's going on this week for the Charger community.
Thanks, Michael. Welcome back to Student Life. I'm Hania Paral. Let's get right into this week's stories. As the fall semester comes to a close, registration for the 2025 spring semester opens. As we have covered the past couple episodes, registration is in full swing. Next week marks the final registration days for our underclassmen. Sophomores, you're up. Students with 27 to 56 credits will register on this coming Tuesday, the 12th, with the portal opening at 7 a.m. First years with 26 credits or less, your registration portal will open at 7 a.m. next Thursday, November 14th. We want to remind all students to double check your account for holds. This will delay your registration process if you have any type of hold. If you haven't done so already, be sure to meet with your advisor to discuss class selections and receive your registration PIN number. You cannot register for classes without your registration PIN. Good luck to all freshman and sophomore classes during registration. Dining hall specials have dropped for the month of November. Starting off, the marketplace will be incorporating new mindful dishes to the menu starting on the 11th. More mindful dishes will be coming to FOD on the 12th and 15th. Union Haven Dining has revealed a Korean power veggie bowl and a Hawaiian barbecue chicken pizzetta will also be added to the new mindfulness menu. The 14th of this month is National Spicy Guacamole Day. Make sure to head over to FOD or the Tex-Mex station in Bartels on to celebrate. If guac isn't your thing, there will be a Friendsgiving dinner menu in Bartels on the 18th and the 21st at FOD. These are just a few of the upcoming menu additions for this month. To keep up with today with all new specialty items, make sure you follow Union Haven Dining on Instagram and TikTok. Commuters, this one's for you. Our commuter organization had an official ribbon cutting ceremony yesterday to unveil the newly renovated campus bookstore and commuter lounge. Our on-site reporter, Thomas Maynard, attended the ceremony to showcase the renovation and see what some commuter students had to say. Let's take it to Thomas.
Thanks, guys. I'm Thomas Maynard, and I am standing here in front of the new commuter lounge, which is about to be unveiled by President Jens Fredrickson. Today we will hear from various commuter students. We will hear from the director of commuter students for the University of New Haven. And we're going to even, after the ribbon cutting, take a look inside the commuter lounge and see what all they have to offer. And I'm here today with
Brandon Woods, Associate Director in CELO, and I oversee the Commuter Off-Campus Initiative Today we're doing a ribbon cutting for our new commuter lounge, so we're really excited. This is a space where we're going to be doing some programming. We're offering services for commuter students. So if you have food that you're bringing in from home, you can microwave it here. You can store it, with the refrigerator. We have some vending, coffee and things that commuter students are used to. So we're just looking to elevate what we do for commuter students, and this is the first step. So we're excited.
Hey, my name is Nicholas Quijano. I'm a computer student. I've been here for, I think this is my third year here. And I like this building. I've been here every day for like the past three-ish years. I come here every day. I'm in here all the time. But it's like kind of small. And unfortunately, it gets really busy in there. And people there'll be nowhere to sit, nowhere to focus and do work. So I'm really excited for the new lounge with like more space and stuff like that. I'm really excited to see what they do. I haven't actually seen it, but I'm very interested to see what it looks like.
The lounge is located near the Maxi parking lot. For more information, please follow U New Haven Chargers Commute on Instagram. I hope to see you at the lounge. I'm Thomas Maynard, and we're here with Charlie the Charger, and we're throwing it back to you guys in the studio.
What a lovely new space. Make sure to grab your peers and stop by to see the upgrades in the bookstore. That's all for Student Life. I'm Hani Paral. Let's head back to the desk with Hayden.
Last week marked the end of Halloween festivities. The holiday is infamous for clubbing and partying for college students throughout the nation. Last week on Halloween night, a late-night, early-morning shooting took place in downtown New Haven, injuring 4 young adults, with 2 of them being in critical condition. The shooting occurred around 2 a.m. near the Chapel Street and Orange Street intersection as people were leaving the bars for the night. Officers immediately assisted 3 of the victims on scene, where they were then brought to the Yale New Haven Hospital. The 4th victim arrived shortly by private transportation, and all victims were between the ages of 19 and 22, with 1 female and 3 males. The victims have not been released to the public yet. The police responded to an alert of 30 rounds of gunshots being fired, and authorities said they have already arrested 2 shooters, one being identified as Brian Anderson Benton, a 21-year-old that was charged with carrying a pistol without a permit. The other active shooter, 19-year-old Nation Langs, who was brought to the hospital after being found wounded on the corner of Temple and Crown Street. The New Haven Police Department is still investigating the incident, and there may be additional charges. This incident serves as a reminder to stay vigilant when traveling off campus. Do not travel alone, and make sure you are always aware of your surroundings. Make sure to download the Live Safe app to stay directly connected to our University Police Department for all emergency situations. We would all rather be safe than sorry. Stay safe, Chargers.
The nation and a better part of the world have all had their eyes peeled on this U.S. presidential outcome. And as the campaign trails have come to an end, so have the fight for the nation's presidential election. After a long-awaited decision based on the polls across the country and campaign rallies, Donald Trump ultimately defeated Kamala Harris, taking 295 of the votes from the Electoral College, claiming his victory. Trump served as the 45th president of the United States, serving his first term from 2017 to 2021. Since his displacement in the 2020 presidential election, Trump has sought re-election to make America great again and take America back. This is the first time in 130 years that a presidential candidate has won a secondary term non-consecutively. His running mate, J.D. Vance, the former governor of Ohio, will step into the role as the country's next vice president. Trump addressed his followers yesterday with a press conference to thank those voters for believing in his policies and promises. His Democratic running mate, Kamala Harris, held a press conference of her own to thank her supporters and to congratulate the re-elected Donald Trump. The next presidential race is scheduled for 2028. To all Chargers, regardless of who you voted for, we always encourage positivity, community, and well-being at the university during the political season. For additional resources or even a safe space to reflect on this year's election, reach out to caps@newhaven.edu.
To finish off today's show, we would like to take the time to commemorate a loss within the Charger community. Professor Michael Roleri, a longtime faculty member, passed away after a courageous battle with cancer. Roleri was a devoted accounting professor here for 42 years until his retirement in 2021. During his career here, he had received several awards such as the Outstanding Faculty Teaching Award and the Dean's Excellence in Service Award. He conducted scholarly research examining the benefits of annual auditions on small businesses. He was also a longtime partner at the reputable accounting firm Whelan, Roleri, and DiPietro. We send condolences to all of those who were touched by Professor Valeri throughout his life.
That's all the time we have for this week.
You can check out the latest Charger Bulletin newspaper on chargerbulletin.com or in newsstands around campus.
Stay up to date by following us on social media at Charger Bulletin.
And check out our link tree for access to the Horseshoe magazine.
Thank you for joining us. My name is Michael Crowley.
And I'm Hayden Leach. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week with another live episode of Charger Bulletin News.